Ellyse Perry, as we all know, is one of the greatest all-rounders ever in the game of cricket. She has been a very, very important part of the Australian side, be it in batting or bowling, for more than a decade by now. Whatever the situation was, wherever the team played, she always seemed to perform very well for Australia. But even champions face difficult days. Cricket, as we all know, is a great leveler for each and everybody. In 2020, during the Women's T20 World Cup, Ellyse Perry suffered a huge hamstring injury and was ruled out of the entire tournament. That's where her most difficult time started. After the injury, COVID took over the world and there was no considerable cricket, at least for the next 6 months. When Australia began their campaign in 2021, Ellyse Perry was found out of the T20 squad. With the game moving more towards power hitting, Australia seemed to have found the likes of Ashley Gardner, Talia McGrath, and even Grace Harris to form Australia's new middle order. Perry was left out of the Ashes women's squad for the T20s, and she was, although a part of the Commonwealth Games squad, she couldn't get a game in the playing 11 where Australia went on to win the gold medal. Even in the WBBL 2021, Perry had a very forgettable season with Sydney Sixers, the team that she leads, finishing at the bottom of the table. Perry at that time seemed to struggle with her line and length in bowling, and she wasn't able to strike the ball as fast as the others could, and it was very, very sad to see a legend of her kind underperform. Again, due to a stress fracture, Perry was ruled out of competitive cricket for some time. This is the phase where she went through a major transformation. She was advised by the medical team to just focus on her batting and had to wait for her comeback with respect to bowling. So she worked a lot specifically on power hitting and on lofted shots. She even made minor changes to her batting technique, which ultimately proved to be the game changer. She also utilized the time to work hard on her physical fitness and improve her strength. Perry showed signs of dangerous power hitting and proved that she could be very well a part of the T20 squad with her batting and bowling in the Women's 100 competition in 2022. After that, there was no looking back. Perry was in fine nick when Australia toured India in December 2022. Perry had started scoring runs at an average strike rate of close to 150. Even with the RCB in the Women's Premier League, we all saw what Ellyse Perry was capable of. She gave her 100% even on the field when she stopped a few runs at the boundary for RCB and even for Australia in the Women's T20 World Cup. Perry herself admitted that some game time off really helped her in her comeback. This story certainly teaches all of us an invaluable story. Whenever we face any setback in a sport that we play or even in life generally, use that phase, that time that you get off to work on yourself in different aspects. A strong comeback after a major setback is always something very, very special.